Welcome back to the Next Human Lab podcast. I'm Simon. There's a phase in life that doesn't get talked about much. It's not the beginning and it's not the breakthrough. It's the middle, the in-between, where you're no longer fully who you used to be, but you're not yet the person you're becoming. And in that space, things can feel unclear. Your old habits don't feel right anymore, but your new habits don't feel natural yet. Luna, have you ever experienced that kind of in-between phase?
Yeah, and it's a strange feeling because it's not obvious what's wrong, but something feels unsettled. You can't go back to how things were, but moving forward doesn't feel fully stable yet, and that creates a lot of uncertainty.
Exactly. And today, we're going to explore that space because what feels like confusion is actually a very important stage. It's the gap between who you are and who you're becoming. In the past few episodes, we've been building something step by step. We explored how identity shapes behavior, how your inner voice reinforces identity, and why you return to old habits when identity hasn't shifted yet. Today, we're looking at what happens when change has started but is not complete yet.
So this is the phase where people feel stuck?
Exactly. Not because they're not growing, but because they're in transition. Let's start with something important. This gap is not a mistake. It's not a failure. It's a natural part of growth.
So it's supposed to happen?
Exactly, because real change doesn't happen instantly. It happens in phases. And the gap is the phase where identity is shifting. Here's what's really happening. Your old identity is starting to fade, but your new identity is not fully formed yet.
So you're in between two versions of yourself?
Exactly. And that creates tension, because part of you wants to move forward, and another part still feels attached to the past. Let's make this real. Someone used to procrastinate, avoid challenges, and stay in comfort. Now they're trying to take action, be consistent, and grow. But when they act differently, it feels uncomfortable, not because it's wrong, but because it's unfamiliar. And unfamiliar often feels like uncertainty. Most people interpret this phase as confusion. They think, maybe I'm not clear, maybe I'm doing something wrong. But what's actually happening is recalibration.
Recalibrating to a new way of being?
Exactly. Your mind is adjusting, your habits are adjusting, your identity is adjusting, and that takes time. Here's where it becomes critical. A lot of people quit in this phase.
Because it feels uncomfortable?
Exactly. They think, this doesn't feel right, and they return to what feels familiar, even if it's limiting. This is the shift. Clarity doesn't come from escaping the gap. It comes from staying in it.
Even when it feels uncertain?
Especially then, because the longer you stay, the more your new identity stabilizes. And eventually, what once felt unfamiliar becomes natural. And if you're listening to this and realizing you might be in this phase right now, that awareness matters, because this is the stage where real change is happening. If this episode is helping you understand your journey more clearly, take a moment to like the video. It helps more people realize that feeling uncertain doesn't mean they're lost. It means they're growing. And to everyone who's been supporting this channel, thank you for being part of this. There's also something deeper here. This gap tests your patience. It tests your trust in the process, because you're moving forward without full certainty. And that requires a different kind of strength. Not force, but steadiness. Let's talk practical steps. First, recognize the phase. Ask yourself, am I stuck or am I in transition?
And normalize the feeling. Instead of, this feels wrong, say, this feels unfamiliar because I'm changing.
Stay consistent. Focus on small actions, not perfection. Consistency helps identity stabilize. So today, the gap is not something to avoid. It's something to understand. Here's something to reflect on. Am I trying to escape the discomfort or grow through it? Because that question changes how you move forward. In the next episode, we're going to explore how real change actually happens through small actions that create big identity shifts over time.
I think what stayed with me is realizing that feeling uncertain doesn't mean something is wrong. It might mean something is changing.
Yeah, and when you understand that, you stop doubting yourself and you start trusting the process. We'll see you in the next episode.